Once upon a time, in a cozy little house at the edge of a sunny village, lived a boy named Tommy. Tommy was 5 years old, and he liked to play with toy cars, run in the garden, and build tall towers with his colorful blocks. But every morning and every night, when it was time to brush his teeth, Tommy would say, "Do I have to? It's boring." Tommy didn't like brushing his teeth. He felt it was a waste of time. But one night, something very special happened. That night, as Tommy was getting ready for bed, he noticed a tiny sparkle coming from the bathroom sink. He peeked closer and suddenly, whoosh, a tiny, smiling toothbrush popped up from nowhere and waved at him. "Hello, Tommy," said the tiny toothbrush in a soft, happy voice. "My name is Bristly, and I'm here to take you on a magical adventure. Do you want to come?" Tommy was surprised but excited. "A magical adventure? To where?" he asked. Bristly winked. "To the land of the sparkling smiles. It's a place where every tooth shines, every smile is happy, and every child knows how important brushing their teeth can be." Tommy thought for a moment. An adventure sounded much more exciting than brushing, so he smiled and said, "Yes, let's go." With a swoosh, Bristly grew big enough for Tommy to hold, and together they floated out the bathroom window, up into the starry night. As they flew higher and higher, Tommy felt like he was in a dream. The stars winked, and the wind tickled his nose. Suddenly, a giant, colorful land appeared before them, the land of the sparkling smiles. They landed gently in a beautiful meadow. The grass shimmered, and flowers smiled as Tommy walked by. Suddenly, a big, shiny tooth appeared, bowing to Tommy. "Welcome, Tommy," said the tooth. "I am King Molar, the ruler of the land of the sparkling smiles. We've been waiting for you." "Me?" Tommy said, surprised. "Why me?" King Molar smiled. "Because every child has the chance to have a strong, happy smile. But you must first learn the secrets of brushing your teeth. Will you help us save the land of the sparkling smiles?" Tommy felt a rush of pride. "Yes, what do I have to do?" King Molar waved his hand, and 3 paths appeared. Each path will teach you a secret about brushing. Will you walk with Bristly and learn? Tommy nodded bravely, and Bristly hopped into his hand. First path. The secret of brushing all around. The first path was lined with tall, candy-colored trees, but their leaves were spotted with dark spots. Suddenly, a grumpy character appeared. He was called Plaque Monster, and he liked to make teeth dirty. "Ha! You'll never beat me," said the Plaque Monster. Tommy felt nervous, but Bristly smiled and said, "We can win if we remember to brush all around. The fronts, the backs, and the tops of every tooth." Tommy held Bristly tight and started brushing a big tooth-shaped rock. He brushed in tiny circles, making sure to clean every side. Suddenly, the Plaque Monster shrank and disappeared with a poof. The trees became brighter, and Tommy felt proud. "Excellent," said Bristly. "That's the first secret: brush every surface of every tooth. Now you're one step closer to a sparkling smile." Second path. The secret of brushing for 2 minutes. Tommy and Bristly walked to the second path, lined with tall, swaying flowers. Suddenly, a big clock appeared, its hands spinning wildly. "Time is tricky," said Bristly. "If you don't brush long enough, tiny bits of food can hide and cause trouble." "Do you know how long to brush?" Tommy shrugged. "Maybe 10 seconds? Bristly shook his head. "We must brush for 2 whole minutes every morning and every night. That gives enough time to clean every tooth properly. Let's try it together." Bristly began to hum a happy song, and Tommy brushed his pretend teeth in the air. Together, they counted slowly to 120. When they finished, the clock stopped spinning wildly and winked at Tommy. "You did it," said Bristly. "That's the second secret. Brush for 2 minutes every morning and every night, and your smile will stay strong and bright. Tommy felt a warm glow inside. I can do that every day, he promised. Third path. The secret of brushing gently and regularly. Tommy and Bristly arrived at the final path, lined with soft, colorful moss. Suddenly, a wise old tooth appeared, smiling down at Tommy. The biggest secret of all, said the wise tooth, is brushing gently, but regularly. Not too hard or you can hurt your gums. Not too little or the plaque monster can return. Brushing every morning and every night is the best way to stay strong and healthy. Tommy smiled and promised, I'll be gentle and regular. I'll never forget to brush every morning and every night. With those words, the three paths merged into one beautiful lane, leading to a giant, sparkling smile, the heart of the land of the sparkling smiles. As Tommy walked towards it, every tooth winked and cheered for him. King Molar appeared, beaming with pride. Tommy, you have learned the 3 secrets of brushing. You have saved the land of the sparkling smiles. Will you carry this lesson with you every day? Tommy stood tall and promised, I will. I'll always remember to brush every surface of every tooth, to brush for 2 minutes, and to brush every morning and every night. And I'll be gentle too. King Molar smiled and waved his hand. Suddenly, Tommy felt himself floating back home, down through the stars, and into his cozy bed. The next morning, Tommy woke up as the sun streamed through his window. He felt Bristly in his hand, smiling as always. Time for the morning brushing adventure, Tommy, said Bristly. Tommy jumped out of bed, ran to the sink, and brushed every tooth, in tiny circles, making sure every surface was clean. He counted to 120, making sure he brushed long enough, and he smiled as he rinsed. That morning, Tommy felt like a hero. Not because he had saved a magical land, but because he knew how to take care of himself every morning and every night. From that day on, Tommy brushed like a champion, and every time he smiled, it was like a tiny piece of the land of the sparkling smiles winked right back at him. And that, my friends, is how Tommy learned that brushing your teeth isn't just a routine. It's an adventure that leads to a strong, healthy, and happy smile.
Join the fun. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. If you loved this story, don't forget to like, share with your friends, and hit subscribe to join our fun adventures.